So last class we had completed verse number 70. We will read verse number 70 and then we will proceed. Apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudram apaha pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve sashantim apnoti na kamakami. So this was again Krishna was continuing to describe the glory of a jnani or a sthita prajna, where he compared the jnani to a ocean. The ocean is always full. It doesn't depend on the rivers or any other, on the rain or anything to get full. It continues to, even if the rivers dry up, it continues to be full. Even if the rivers are flooded, again all the water goes into the ocean, it continues to be full. So similarly, a jnani doesn't depend on anything for happiness. He is always happy. If external happiness comes also, he is happy. Otherwise, by himself he is happy. He doesn't, like the ocean, he is always full. Purnatvam as they call it. He is full by himself. He is not dependent on any kind of external factors for his happiness. So continuing in the same vein, we will read verse number 71. Vihaya kamanyah sarvan Vihaya kamanyah sarvan Umam shrati nihasprihaha Nirmamo nirahankaraha nirankaraha sashanti madhigacchati. Again Krishna is continuing to talk about the glory of the sthita prajna. He is describing the jnani state of mind. So Krishna is now, as you know, there are 72 verses in this chapter and we are on the 71st verse. So he is just winding up the discourse on this. Actually, if one understands this chapter itself, it covers everything that is in Gita. But depending on the receiver, if Arjuna wanted to know more, then Krishna was prepared to tell more. So at this moment, he is just winding up whatever he wanted to say. So he says the jnani state of mind. So he has given up dependence on all sense objects. He has no craving. He doesn't desire anything. And he has no notion of I or mine. He sees everything as himself. Like, for example, if something happens miles away, now there are floods happening in Gujarat, we are not perturbed because it is not happening to us. We look at it, oh, poor fellows, we'll just feel a little sorry for them, but it's not our problem. But when a problem comes to us, suppose tomorrow there are floods in our area, will we have the same attitude? Definitely will be perturbed. So a jnani is one who is not perturbed when he himself faces the same situation. That is the kind of mental stability and equilibrium one must develop, so that whether the problem happens to somebody or problem happens to us, we treat it as the same. Neighbor has got a problem, we don't worry about it. That's his problem. But when it happens to us, the same situation, if it happens to us, we are perturbed. So we have to, so a jnani is one who has absolutely, who is not disturbed at all when the same situation happens to him as it happens to others. So that is what ultimately, from knowledge, it should become that mental, you can say, equilibrium is gained. That state of mind, you convert the knowledge to mental strength, and when you convert that, any situation you are not perturbed. You handle each situation as it happens without getting perturbed. So such a person enjoys peace at any time. He is not dependent on anything. Whatever happens around him, whatever, even if the world falls apart, he is not bothered about it. So like that story of Raja Janaka, they say. So once somebody came rushing and told him, the house is on fire. So they all came and said, the house is on fire, house is on fire. So he said, what is my problem? Let the house be on fire. Then they said, no, it's your house which is on fire. He said, so what is your problem? My house is on fire, what is your problem? So that is, Raja Janaka is considered to be a jnani, because that is an example given. Because being a grihastha, he was a jnani. So that is one example given, that even if you are, and he was a king. So with all the tough situations around him, he could still maintain that equilibrium of mind. So that is what a jnani's state of mind is supposed to be. And already Krishna has first told who is a jnani and then how to become a jnani. Now he is just glorifying a jnani, because ultimately all of us, that is the goal, to become a jnani. So that is why he is emphasizing again and again the qualities of a jnani. Now we will move on to the last verse, verse number 72. Esha brahmi stitiha partha nainam prapya bhumuhyati stitavasyam antakalepi brahma nirvana mrichati. So Krishna says, O Arjuna, that state of a jnani, where he is absolutely at peace with himself, he doesn't have any desires, he goes around the world thinking that everything is one. There is no me, I, mine, everything is one and the same. He doesn't have any delusion. He has attained a state where he has no delusion. That state is called Brahma Sthiti. So you have attained Brahman. You have realized that you are Brahman. And this state continues until he leaves the body, and he is Brahman. So that is the, so he says, Arjuna, for a person who has attained that state of peace, tranquility, who has that knowledge about himself, finally is free. He attains moksha. Once he leaves the body, he doesn't have any rebirth. He is free from the cycle of birth and death. So that is what is the ultimate message. So Krishna has sort of concluded whatever he wanted to say. So we will just summarize this chapter. As you know, this chapter started